It's early afternoon here, pretty close to the Rio Grande River in the southwest end of Big Bend. You're looking at Cerro Castellan. There is a route somewhere up this northeast face. I made it up to this little ledge here. So far, so good. Actually looks a little bit more doable now. It's still going to be pretty steep in some places. But I'll head straight up the slope here, go up to the left a little bit, and then there should be a way to climb up behind this first cliff face you can see, and then see what happens after that. Just making my way up the rock slide here. I'm at the base of the more solid rock now. So I have to head up into here and probably go to the right of that point. All right, made it to the summit of Cerro Castellan. My watch stopped. It said 24 minutes. It stopped somewhere. I started it up again closer to the summit, but it may have been half an hour, it may have been 35 or 40 minutes. I have no idea, but not too bad. I'm gonna have to really take my time on the way down, make sure I retrace my route, but it was pretty much the correct one. And yeah, really be careful. But glad I got this one done. So looking back, that one right in the middle there, that lower mountain is Kit Mountain. That's what I was on earlier today, and then worked my way down one of the canyons off of there, over to B Mountain, and then behind B Mountain, about a mile and a half further north, is Black Mesa. And then I made my way back to the Chimneys, which you can probably kind of see in the middle. There, the tan rocks sticking up in the middle. That was earlier. Drove about maybe 10 more miles down the road here. Parked off of the River Road, I think it's called. Worked my way up here. So there is Santa Elena Canyon there. That's what the river comes through. And then you can see the riverbed, river valley, with a lot more vegetation. So this is my first close look at the river. Haven't been down this far yet. Pretty neat. Just desert and mountains as far as the eye can see. And then looking east and northeast at the Chisos Mountains here. So there's my car down there. I guess I could check my elevation. I'm not sure how far I climbed elevation wise. Not too much distance really. I'm not sure what kind of droppings these are. I want to say it's deer, but I have no idea. If anyone knows, let me know. I don't know what in the world, no matter what it is climbing up here and for what reason. Unless animals like to climb mountains too, I guess. Maybe it's just something all creatures like to do. Anyway, I think I got through the hardest section coming down. I'll have to get over to this next little tiny ridge over here, and then I'll hit a little bit more of a gully, more of a drainage, and it'll be easier there, and then I'll get down to the lower slopes. So not too much further. I think the hardest part is over. Okay, so it just came from over there, worked my way just kind of level for a little bit. And this is a kind of a cool section here at the base of some of these big cliffs and upshoots of rock. It's really neat. And it looks like the rock just basically jutted straight up when it was pushed up somehow. I have no idea, but anyway, pretty cool. Okay, so back, getting closer to that gully anyway, the drainage. Almost done with the hard part, still have to be careful and take my time, but we're getting closer to being able to relax a little bit more. All right, just made it down from the right of the little outcropping, and I'm back to a little bit easier section. Just have to work my way down the rock slide here. That's pretty much it. I'm gonna get back to the ridge right there in the middle, take that all the way down to my car. I made it back. My GPS said 50 minutes and 1.03 miles, but it paused twice. It paused on the way down again. It's whenever my wrist is extended, it must hit the button somehow when I'm climbing, and so I don't know exactly the true time or the true distance. We'll say an hour, maybe a little bit longer. Distance probably wasn't that much longer because it paused on the climb up and down both times, so it wasn't too much distance. So really, let's say a mile, 1.1 miles round trip, upper half of it climbing, and then maybe, well, depending on your climbing speed and how comfortable you feel climbing and how fast you can get up to the base where you start to climb, definitely budget at least an hour, probably longer. Cool, that was fun. That was probably the longest amount of climbing I've ever done. And judging from what I can see here, that was probably a good, I want to say 300 to 500 feet, somewhere in there. Let's see if I can figure that out later. All right, that's it from the more southwestern end of Big Bend and the climb of Cerro Castellan. I'm gonna get in the car and start heading north again. Maybe do one more little peak, but if not, just start the long drive back to Austin, Texas.